So all of our work around the word species, we're going to use the biological species concept. And that is that critters of the same species can make viable, fertile babies. So if you can make fertile babies, then you are considered the same species, which is why the wolf and the dog, and it's why I was like, oh, spoiler alert, dogs and wolves can make babies with each other, which means they are the same species when we talk about the biological species concept. I want to be really clear about the fact that defining species is not easy. In fact, there are over 20 published definitions of the word species in the literature, in the scientific literature. And it's a topic of debate, illustrating one of the fabulous things about science, which is we discuss things and we debate with evidence and we try to convince each other and we share the evidence out into the world. And then if someone convinces us, if someone else's evidence convinces us to change our minds, we are smarter from that process. And that is a critical aspect of science, that we actually learn and change, make adjustments. We're going with the biological species concept. We're not going to spend any more time talking about like, what do other people think? If you want to look it up, oh my gosh, it'd be a fantastic application assignment. Go look up some other definition of species and say what you think about which definition we should use. We're going with this one because it's easy. And I have a picture here of some little friendlies. Who do you see? I see a horsey friendly and a donkey friendly. And I just am going to tell you really fast that a horse has 64 chromosomes. Because of course you want to know that. And a donkey has 60, oh my gosh, I think this is right, 62 chromosomes. I'm going to look really fast. Donkeys have 62 in their diploid cells. So horses and donkeys they have different numbers of chromosomes. But the whole reason why I'm using this as an example for the biological species definition is that these home kids, they can make a baby. Guess what their baby is? Wait, but they have two different amounts of chromosomes and they end up making babies with 63 chromosomes. And I can't remember which is which, but one of them is a mule or a hinny. Whether the horse is the dad or the horse is the mom. If the horse is a dad, then it's the mule. I can't remember which it is, but it's a mule or a hinny. And that is called a hybrid. And mules and hinnies can't make babies. They are infertile, which is why you would consider a mule and a donkey, a horse and a donkey, to be two different species, even though they can make babies. If you imagine, why are we talking about species? Because if we were sharing a common ancestor at some point, there had to have been speciation events, things that happened that caused one population of critters to become two different populations. And these are the evolutionary processes that we're talking about. And I've got a little tree here. We're going to look at evolutionary trees in the next two clips. But this clip is showing you a tree that highlights these moments where you actually have a speciation event take place, where you have an ancestor that gives rise to different lineages. And that ancestor sort of gives rise to two different species. So that is considered a speciation event. Shall we look at those evolutionary trees a little bit closer?